Well, some restaurants serve really tasty lobster rolls. I love lobster. You love lobster rolls too, especially out east.
Lobster.
Lobsters. And then out east, though, they serve some good ones. But the truth is, at home, you can make some really good lobster rolls.
Yes, traditionally it's lobster meat and butter or mayo on a roll, but we count on this guy to add a twist or two because that's what food fanatics do.
Chef Cory from U.S. Foods. Good morning.
Hey, Chef
Thank you
Geyer.
for having me. Nice
Good
to see
morning.
you.
Your tongue get tied because she will call you out on it every single time.
I know.
Man,
I started panicking
she
a
doesn't let
little
anything
bit.
go by.
It was like a Scooby-Doo moment, lobster rolls.
Yeah,
I love it. It was great.
This is great. Isn't this great? This is great.
So no pressure.
This is great.
No, what is great? Food fanatics. Explain what a food fanatic is. It's right there on your chef outfit.
Yep. So I am a food fanatic chef with U.S. Foods. See, now you got me overthinking it. So I'm gonna start getting
It's
tongue.
simple.
So I'm a food fanatic chef with U.S. Foods, and the best part about my job is I get to travel all over the country. I get to work with the 42 food fanatic chefs that we have across the United States, and I get to see what goes on in other cities. I get to see what goes on in other markets. We support very large food shows, which are Food Fanatic live events, which are more expos than shows. And we really get to get creative with each other and kind of bring some of those new ideas and see what's happening in other parts of the country.
You're like the Navy SEALs of the food world. It's
We
like
are.
the elite class.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
It's the people who are doing it all and do
Yeah.
it better than anyone else. That's you when it comes to food.
See, I like
then
when you
bring
say
us
that.
these ideas. Who do you work with, like in Omaha? Are you just restaurants, or like for home cooks like us?
So we kind of do both. I don't work really personally with a lot of the home cooks. What we do is we've got our Food Fanatic magazine that we have available online. So you can go to foodfanatics.com. You can peruse the magazine. You can look at the issues. You can check out some of the blogs.
It's beautiful. The photography and the simplicity of this pub. I love this magazine.
And is the magazine's available online? I think they're clicking on that website right there.
Yep, magazine is available online. You can highlight any of the recipes. You can go back to our original issue and look at the recipes that they have there.
It's awesome.
So it talks a lot about trends. It talks a lot about the business aspects. It's really the only food and business-driven magazine that's in the industry.
It is
We're an award-winning magazine. It's just great.
Fantastic.
Savor the taste of summer. I see sort of the centerfold in this edition of Food Fanatics magazine.
Yeah, the lobster roll with garlic, butter, and fennel.
Yep.
So what'd you bring in today? Did you bring in some of that?
Yeah, well, we're going to do a couple of different things. So we're going to do more of kind of that mayonnaise base that you had touched base on, no pun intended.
Right.
And I've got lobster meat. So I've got roughly about 2.5 pounds of lobster meat here that's been cooked on.
Does this not look like a dream?
There's mayonnaise, there's lemon juice, there's celery, there's salt and pepper, there's a little bit of thyme, and then there's some fresh chives.
This is summer.
Is it meant to be eaten like as a salad, or do you put it on a roll?
That's
or
the fun
bread
thing
or what?
about what this can be is you can put this on a salad, you can put it on a bun, I used a hot dog bun for this presentation. And some of the ingredients that we have here just kind of shows a little bit on some of the fun things that you can do. We have peppadew peppers, we've got corn, we've got some heirloom tomatoes, we've got some microgreens, we've got asparagus.
So these are your toppings?
Compressed watermelon that can be even put onto the sandwich itself.
So you're not saying put this in with your mixture, you're saying use this as your topping?
I'm saying use this as a condiment to kind of dress it up.
That's
So one of the
colorful.
fun things that we can do is we can invite people over, we can have people come over to our house, and we can have these basic ingredients set out, and then everybody can kind of personalize it and make it their own.
Well, you said that about tacos before. If you
Absolutely.
look for some of Chef Geyer's past visits on our website, because he's brought us some great ideas.
He has. Can we make some stuff?
We are going to make some stuff, and actually I'm going to have, Mike, since you're my fry guy.
Yeah, I'm the fry guy.
So you're good. So I'm going to have you... I'm going to have you fry the lobster tail because we're going to do a southern fried lobster.
Where do you get your lobster?
So yes, and we're going to go ahead and put that back in. Actually,
how do you want to do this?
We're going to take that because we're all breaded and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and drop
what kind
that
of
right
breading
into
is
the
in here,
fryer.
though?
This is going to have well, actually, I'm using cake flour because cake flour is a little bit lighter, so it's going to crispen up a little bit differently than an all-purpose.
Did you already put it in the egg wash?
Yep.
Okay.
So the process in which you'll take the lobster tail. I've got raw lobster tail here. Put it in the flour, put it in the egg wash, and then back into the flour.
Back in the flour.
Hey-o.
Go ahead and drop it right in there. Step back.
You want me to shut it?
Yeah, go ahead and shut it. We'll make sure that doesn't get happy.
How long are we
and
going to
jump
set that
out
in
of
there?
We're probably going to look right about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's easy.
So obviously we're not going to have time, but through the magic of television,
You've already got it up
we've
there.
got one already fried up
And
there.
that's your southern style.
This is the southern style. So when you look at what a traditional southern style breading will be, To actually add a little bit of crispness, I'll also add a little bit of cornstarch. So I've got 2 cups of cake flour, I've got half a cup of cornstarch, we've got salt, we've got pepper, garlic powder, and then we have paprika. That's it.
I had asked a moment ago, but I was interrupting, and I'm sorry about that. But where do you get your lobster here in the Midwest? What do you recommend?
So I prefer Southern Australian lobster tails. It's a cold water tail. They don't go through any kind of a molting phase, which a lot of the Maine lobsters do, so sometimes you can get a mushy product. Maine lobster, when it's in season, is very, very good.
Is this what you're talking about right
Yes. So this is going to be a cold water tail. It's going to be from that South Australia. You can also get South African as another very high quality lobster tail as well. Then they'll have the Canadians, they'll have the Maines, the spiny lobsters, rock lobsters. There's a lot of different species that are out there. Primarily use whatever you have available. Most of the grocery stores will have them, and if you want to get that South Australian or you want to get that higher quality, go to a place like an Absolutely Fresh that does have that product on hand.
Yeah, okay. Do we have more recipes online?
There are. There's a recipe that's going to be for the Southern fried. I've also got the lobster roll.
Can I get a bite out of that bowl?
Please do. I've got forks right here, and if you want to try the fried.
If somebody doesn't have a fryer, can you fry it in a pan?
You can fry it in a pan. The big thing that you want to try and do is you want to make sure that you're maintaining the temperature.
That's not a bite. That's a whole.
That's
Did you even
bite.
cut this lobster? Look at that.
Don't try to act like a lady today, all right?
I went to reach in to grab a little piece of lobster, and look what Chef Geyer
I've
did.
been to dinner with you.
You are a maniac. Did you put these huge chunks of lobster?
They're not all huge chunks.
Okay,
I just
here.
put that one in there.
Here,
Just
I
for
found a
fun.
more manageable size back here. Yeah.
What other ideas do you have for people out there, especially for some good summer recipes?
So a lot of things, I mean, use what's natural. Use what's going to be in season and what's available out there. So when we're looking at vegetables, you know, right now asparagus is kind of tapering a little bit towards the end of what the season's going to be. They're primarily a little bit more spring. But still, when I think of summer, when I think of spring, I definitely think of asparagus. Using things like coleslaws. So there's a coleslaw there that's going to be made out of peppadew peppers, a little bit of red cabbage, and then carrots. The dressing's very simple. It's a little bit of mayonnaise, it's some cider vinegar, sugar, salt, and pepper.
All fresh, too.
Yeah,
That's the beauty
that's
of
the key thing, is just making sure that you're respecting the food, that the food is going to be fresh. Let's move away from a lot of over-processed products and really focus on fresh.
Man, it wakes up your taste buds, doesn't it?
It does.
When you start to go in that direction, it's crazy the difference it makes in the result in the end. Because you don't realize forever if that, you know, maybe you grew up that way or you're in college and you're looking for shortcuts and you're looking to save a little bit here and there. And then all of a sudden you start to commit to quality again and it's like, oh man, there's no going back.
And there's a lot of simplicity in quality. So again, the ingredients that we have in this, we're using mayonnaise, we've got chives, we've got lemon juice, we've got a little lemon zest, salt and pepper.
Mike's already taken his tail out of the fryer.
I think that looks good,
It looks
Mike.
pretty good, doesn't it?
So let's do this. Let's go ahead and take that off. We're going to take this right here and then I'm going to go ahead and cut it, because I really want you guys to be able to try this. This was actually something that was inspired to me. When I was working for the casinos, I had the head coach of LSU come in and wanted to take one of my $70 lobster tails and deep fry it.
Yeah, right. And you're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
I thought, you're absolutely insane, but I did
ruin that lobster tail.
He called me out to the table and he said, so you probably thought I was nuts when I told you to do this.
Like,
and I said, yeah. He cut off a piece, had me try it. Changed my life. I will eat fried lobster all the time. He was.
Yeah,
it was right around that time.
Well, thanks a lot. Foodfanatics.com is a website that people can go to for all
Yes.
those great recipes. We've got a link to it from our website. You always bring in some great ideas. In summertime, these fresh, we love lobsters.
Chef
so it's
Geyer,
great. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having
let
me.
my lobster cool down a little bit. Take a bite of this. I'm just going to eat
Just dive in
lobster
there,
all
man.
morning. What's wrong with that? Hey, it's Travel Tuesday today.